You can definitely flash Q someone. That is my point. We are going to see the Azir banned away. Kind of interesting. Like it makes a whole lot of sense into Faker, but we know that Zeka really likes it. And there is the tree ban. Another tree will then be banned, and maybe even Sejuani. We'll see. Shuriman theme.
Wow. Okay.
Both of the forecasts from like 3 sets ago are going to be taken away. Already mentioned. Oh no. Now, what is he going to be taking away here? Is LeBlanc slipping through the bans, and Faker goes back to one of his most famous champions before Azir kind of stole that throne away. Yeah. As Vladimir is being looked at right now. Now, I've said in the past that Viper is the best Vladimir in the LCK. It's going to be locked in. Doran is the one that's going to be playing it on the top side of the map into the cannon. One of the oldest cannon counterpicks that has ever existed. As that is Owner's Lee Sin. That's much better than Sejuani. Yeah, and that's Lee LeBlanc.
Yeah, that makes us a lot happier. But yeah, Rooster played it in Challengers, unfortunately didn't get the win. Very excited to see what it'll do here. Hasn't picked it yet in summer, but I don't think we need to tell anyone about Faker's LeBlanc. That has been done plenty of times before, and this is what I expect. A lot of early pressure to come out as...
Yep, sometimes you just press exhaust onto a Ziggs and walk it in. The exhaust is also going to be traded there, as Gumayushi is going to take a fair bit of damage also from the minions.
As there we have...
Dudu versus Kana.
Nongshim Kana. We know this gives you just a pretty unreasonable amount of sustain, and I think post 6 is where we're gonna expect to see a lot more aggression, although Zeka...
Yep, Chain is going to connect, good Q is going to come through there as Owner is gonna look to try and get it, but he is going to tank that turret a whole lot, and the shield comes in, and that's gonna keep Zeka alive. Does have to use his flash. Santa Brom is going to be going back. As we can see, Zeka, fresh off the back himself, is looking for a bit of harassment.
We do have the trade coming through here where the grubs are being taken by T1. We do have the light in the area, but with Cryo for top and mid, I don't think that they can get more than maybe a cheeky steal here for Peanut.
Yeah, Peanut is just going to walk in and sort of punch a little bit here as Delight will throw the exhaust down onto Faker. He just pops back to his distortion and says thanks for the summoner spell.
But you are looking ideally to turn that bot side and mid lane pressure as Ozeka.
Yeah, he is going to get hit. There's the ulti. It is blocked, but does do a fair bit of work as the kick comes through. Chain going to come down, and now Peanut's looking for Owner. He's taking a lot of damage. Cease and desist comes in, and that's first blood to Peanut. And Faker now looking to try and get him, but the arrow is going to sail wide, and he says, top of the morning. It was the arrow will hit onto Doran. He goes into his pool eventually, but says that was rude.
With the Ziggs that we've mentioned in passing is the teleport being there as we take another look here. So this is, I think, all things considered well done. They're able to deny him the ult exit. The problem is that Owner doesn't really have a great angle to try and kick him back, which in turn sets up the play. And Peanut plays it very cleanly, gets the flash Q, is able to then follow up with the ultimate and ensure that he doesn't get hit. And look, there wasn't really an opportunity there. That's a big cancel.
Yeah, Mega Inferno Bomb comes down as well as Gumayushi. It looked like he took no damage, but barrier was used, and that...
right now, next set of objectives is coming up. 10 seconds to the Infernal Drake. Zeka has cheated that.
Look to ult out this time. The arrow comes through once again, and Zeka is able to avoid it.
I wonder if Doran is going to be in time. So what they did here is they swapped Viper towards top to ensure that they get the grubs. I think they're a little bit late on this. We'll see. I don't think they're going to get this, but maybe they get the fight.
Yeah, that's a teleport to come in as now Doran throws down the Hemo Plague. Tides of Blood coming out. They put up the door, and that will interrupt Delight, trying to make his way in with the quickness. On your other screen or something like that while you watch. Perhaps don't heal in dungeons because you will get distracted and people will die. Okay, there's a Hemo Plague just to try and stop this dive from occurring.
You trade flash for flash, but that doesn't really matter. Hanwha alive, so they overloaded the top half of the map there with the express intention as, Viper, he is low and doesn't have satchel.
Yeah, it's the flash forward from Faker. Viper is going to flash away, and now Peanut is just trying to play interference. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down, but Faker is not going to die to that one and is now looking for Peanut, possibly. Vault Breaker should be able to keep him alive here, and the interruption is gorgeous from Peanut. avoids the Q there as well, and is now thinking that he fancies the 1v1.
It's lights out just yet, but they need to stack these dragons. It's no longer negotiable, and it's so hard to do anything into this Vladimir.
Yeah, they really want to kill Doran. And another Hemoplague is just going to be employed here on the bottom side of the map to get rid of these minions, and that is going to be successful. Still, this turret is not long for the world.
A completely unreasonable amount of MR. And there's a mountainous... Oh, Faker, I think he knows this is risky. Vi has the lockdown. Peanut's waiting.
Pops back to his distortion. Now that's on cooldown. Gets back to the other one as well. Underneath the turret they go. But the ulti flies through. The arrow is going to connect. And that is Peanut taken down. Delight comes in to finish the job. And they go 1-for-1, but the turret is going to fall on the top side. T1 taking more.
It's Faker able to drag him back. Peanut not able to set up for the Ziggs. That would have been an early kill. Very, very cleanly done. His owner...
He's just dead here underneath this turret. Will get knocked up by Zeka's Q. That's nicely done there, but...
Right here. Possible soul point for T1, and otherwise Hanwha live sitting peachy.
Does it feel like do or die? Because I'm starting to get that vibe. Feeling a little bit dicey about this play, considering the fact that it's a 5-stack of Hanwha Live esports players. They do manage to take down Hemoplague, comes in. The ulti from Zeka is gigantic! And everyone explodes. Maker's still alive. Zeus trying to do what he can, but he will just be popped. Already in position to defend that turret there as well. If you have a look at this fight one more time, this was gorgeous.
Oh yeah, there you go. Peanut sets it up, and then Zeka with the ultimate on top. That's the end of it. Like, you know, like they didn't even really need the light to keep him. The fight was already won just through those two ultimates.
He does look. I think he did have some beach vibes, if I remember. That he's in a side lane right now. We are going to see that Faker is looking to try and deny this take on the inner turret, but it's not going to happen. Another pull going to come forward. There's a Mega Inferno Bomb. So much damage as Gumayushi is just eviscerated. There goes Owner as well, and the ulti comes through from Zeka. Oh my goodness. He does turn up. He's like, is there a beach party happening? And they're going to find it. Delight just whiffs that one completely, but I don't think Peanut's going to go down. Once again, tips the hat as the...
It was misplays early on that like Owner and Faker did actually try repeatedly to make the plays work, but Hanwha Live just read them like a book. Zeka is deathless, by the way. You got ganked like 15 times.
Yep. I think Zeka has had an incredible game.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that like if the POG goes to Peanut, I think that's okay. We're going to get a bit of an interrupt here on to Delight, who is pretty tanky to be perfectly honest, looking for some cooldowns. Is now Peanut setting up for it. T1 realizing what's the hat that Brolaf wears? Maybe that's Doran. As all right, Mega Inferno Bomb, just get rid of the minion wave. It is not going to be enough to save this turret. And I think, yeah, Doran might also be dead. The kick does come back, and that chain CCs the Vladimir. A bit of an opportunity here as Hanwha Live esports are taking a fair bit on the other side of the map as Faker kind of outplaying Zeka here, but he just bounces back. And we're going to check him out right now. I may have just cursed him, so we'll just have to keep an eye on what he's going to do next.
Do you want to say something good about Zeus?
All right.
That's such a good game. Only died once.
Yeah, he is also killing it in a turret. It's really cool.
Bounty gold!
He's now really dead, but he did do his job. And they're just not going to waste any cooldowns on him. So Baron's up.
My favorite part of this is that Hanwha Live, like, they're not even afraid. They're actually going to start Baron. Like, they're not afraid of the crossmap because look at their vision.
Yeah.
They know everything that's happening. They can invest a bunch of people to kill an annoying Yordle inside.
They have a Ziggs. Okay. Who's got a teleport flank happening here as well. Carrier in a fair bit of trouble. Let's see whether Owner can actually make this one happen.
That could make it extend. There's a bounty as well.
Yep. In goes Peanut. They're looking for the fight. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. They lock up the Ashe, and they just had a Freljordian bounty out, I guess, on both of them. As now Faker's in trouble. He is just dead. I think that is Hemoplague will be able to finish. Never mind.
Okay, secret agent Owner.
Yeah, Owner is just looking to try and get it done.
Okay.
Zeka is 1v1ing the Baron.
They still don't know.
Faker is Alcove Gaming, looking to try and get himself out.
They don't know.
It's going to be Vi, but they're locked up. Sorry, it's Delight.
It's the loop gone.
This is super weird. I have no idea what's going on here. He's looped around forever. He's looking for the angle, but he gives away his position. And now they're going to try and get him out of there. The knockup does come on through. The Ziggs blocks up the kill. Zeus is not able to take down the Baron, and this game is over, ladies and gentlemen.
Owner just sitting in that brush as his entire team gets massacred. Like, guys, if I can
It was
steal
like
it'll be worth
galaxy
it.
brain confusion over and over again. And it turned into a little bit of a confusing outcome there as T1, they had to throw a Hail Mary. It did not connect, and Hanwha Esports are looking to take down game number 1.
Absolute masterclass from the mid-jungle duo from Hanwha Life here. Able to detect every single early play. And again, I know he wasn't the main character, but that Zig pick, we gotta look after it because it feels like it also allows Zeka to just pick Yone like this.
Yeah,